Well, g'day flatties and reality defenders. This is the legendary CT from Down Under. Thank you. Today we're going to be looking at FAQ video 24 for the 3 or maybe 6 Bitcoin challenge. It's about the lies that are required to make the Earth flat.
You're convinced that the Earth is a globe and I'm an idiot. Give me one proof of the globe that you're so sure of, and then take my Bitcoins. You win 3 Bitcoins. That's almost $200,000 now, I think. It's getting up there, right? Take them. 3 Bitcoins for one globe proof. I'm so positive you're not going to get it. It kind of feels stupid offering it, but you have to prove the globe. Just one proof. I don't need 100 proofs. I need one proof of the globe, okay? People are like, you got to have your Bitcoin in escrow. You got to have a contract. No, I don't. Okay, my honor, right? Before you go, well, how do I know you're going to pay? My reputation, my everything is on it. Like, if I don't pay, then, I've ruined everything.
I swear on my life, I will pay you 6 Bitcoins for one globe proof.
Yeah, okay. Right. Sounds easy. Today's video was previously titled Flat Earth Proof 7 Down South, but I had to retitle it to more accurately reflect the content. So it's about Flat Earth lies down south. So let's take a look at what we got here.
Down south. All other proofs aside, the differences between the globe and the flat Earth become apparent when considering distances south of the equator.
There, that's true, very true, and all the measurements, including some we did at the final experiment, conclude that the Earth must be a globe, and because the distances don't match the AE map.
After all, haven't navigators, geographers, and map makers mapped these areas? And shouldn't they have noticed this quirk by now?
But there's nothing to notice. There's no quirk. All the distances match the globe. If you want to bring the AE map into it, then you have to explain how the AE map distances don't work. Pretty simple. There's no quirks.
The Earth is indeed flat? Well, the reality is, the rabbit hole just gets deeper from here. So, to begin, the distance between Sydney, Australia and Nelson, New Zealand on the ball Earth, given their coordinates and sparing you the spherical trigonometry, should be 1,310 miles.
Yeah, okay, I can confirm that. I get a number, 1,312 miles there.
But the Australian Handbook, Almanac Shippers and Importers Directory states the measured distance as being 1,550 miles, which...
Whoa. This handbook he's talking about, I think it's about a 1770-something publication, so I didn't get a copy of it, but he's made a mistake here. This is a lie. It's not actual distance. It's shipping route distance. Now, as I said, I couldn't get a copy of the almanac, but the next best thing. Here's something from ports.com, and you see here he's got, this is a shipping route. This is where the ship would go. It would go across there and down. It's not a as the crow flies route. So I notice here this is 1558 nautical miles, which is pretty much matching this in a number, 1550, but he's put miles here. I think the true answer is 1550 nautical miles that he meant to put there, because if it was a shipping almanac, they would say in nautical miles. So there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. There's no conspiracy here. So this is just stupid.
Is a full 18% longer. And while on the ball Earth model, Antarctica is said to be a continent of ice situated at the bottom of the ball from 78 degrees south latitude, it should therefore not have a perimeter greater than 12,000 miles. However,
that's only if you happen to manage to stay in a straight line all the way around.
Early explorers like Captain Cook and James Clark Ross, in attempting to circumnavigate Antarctica, took 3 to 4 years to do so, and clocked in the distance traveled at 50 to 60,000 miles.
Oh my goodness! Oh, what's happened to this guy? Did he have an accident and lose, they had to take out 9/10 of his brain or something? That's the only way I can explain this. I mean, look, you should give up on this making videos. I think one of the basic requirements for making videos should be that you have a functioning brain. Obviously, this person does not have one. I mean, the explorers in their ships, what are they doing? Oh, they're exploring. They're not going in a race around Antarctica. Oh, would they take 3 to 4 years? Of course. Would they travel a long way? Of course. Oh my goodness, this has got to be the most weak excuse for trying to justify a flat Earth.
That's twice the circumference of the equator. But the real proof for the flat Earth map is in the flight paths. On the ball Earth, several flights would have their shortest, quickest, and straightest path over or around the Antarctic continent. But instead, these flights take all manner of tangential detours, crossing into
No, they don't.
the northern hemisphere to refuel.
No, they don't cross into the northern hemisphere to refuel. They cross into the northern hemisphere because those airlines don't have direct routes. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
The reason? Antarctica's too cold, they claim.
What? It's not too cold. Who told you that? Oh my God. Who told you that? And look at this. Look at this. The sun on the horizon circling around from right to left. That picture's taken from Antarctica, that movie there.
Well, I'm not buying it. When they claim there are bases with working machinery set up all over Antarctica. So let's just take a look at the actual flight paths and see what...
Yeah, there's bases in Antarctica with working machinery. Yes, I've been there. I know that.
they have to disclose. One flight that should be a simple 11-hour shot across the Indian Ocean is from Johannesburg, South Africa to Perth, Australia. However, this flight takes a detour north, stopping in either Dubai, Hong Kong, or Malaysia to refuel.
Oh, you mean this flight that goes straight across from Johannesburg to Perth? You mean that one? The one that takes, an average flight time of 9 hours and 6 minutes? Oh, how can it do that if it goes into the Northern Hemisphere to refuel, as you say? Nope, sorry. And then this one on return, it also goes the way back. You notice it takes a slightly different route and it takes longer, 10 hours and 32 minutes. Why is that? That's because of the west to east jet streams that can only happen on a rotating globe. So there you have it, proof of the globe. Just like you said, these flights would go across the ocean because it's the shortest route. Yes, indeed, they do. They do. You're claiming that they don't. Doesn't change the fact that they do.
For a total flight time averaging over 18 hours, this ridiculously wayward detour is from...
If you were going to take a flight with Emirates, for example, yes, you'd go that way. Emirates has routes between Dubai and Johannesburg and Dubai and Perth. So they'd give you 2 flights, one from Johannesburg to Dubai and one from Dubai to Perth, because Emirates don't have a flight straight across the ocean, and nor should they. The flight rules for international flights don't normally allow a foreign airline to fly those routes.
Frustrating to say the least, but on the flat Earth map starts to make sense. Another quick and easy flight.
Actually, no, that won't make sense. If you worked out the distance and the speed that the aircraft would have to travel, it would never make sense. And no, you can't make it work even on that flat Earth map. The aeroplanes cannot fly that fast.
You would think, is from Johannesburg to Santiago, Chile. While an easy 12-hour flight below the Tropic of Capricorn is to be expected, instead, every flight crosses the equator to refuel in Senegal.
No, that's not true. Again, not true. So there are no direct flights between Johannesburg and Santiago. However, the flight goes from Johannesburg to Sao Paulo, and then you get another one to Santiago, because that would be the most economical solution. So the flights still do go across the Southern Ocean. And of course, there's a return flight. So again, that's a lie. Miss out, globe proven. Again, this is getting very boring.
All the way near the Tropic of Cancer for a total flight time of 19 hours. Though it doesn't make sense on the globe. As you can see, it fits perfectly on the flat Earth map.
Again, you could probably make this flight on a flat Earth work because the distance, but still I haven't calculated the distances on these ones. I think it's this video is so obviously false I don't need to go that far But anyway, the direct flights exist.
A third flight from Johannesburg is to Sao Paulo, Brazil, which should be a direct 10-hour flight across the 25th degree south latitude. But instead, every flight crosses in...
No, false, that's a lie. Again. So here, this one, Johannesburg to, however you pronounce that Sao Paulo name. And yes, that flight, that has an average flight time of 9 hours 12. Right, so there is a flight like that. And then there's not one but two airlines that make this flight. How about that? Very similar flight time.
...to the north to stop in London to refuel, making the total flight time 24 hours. From Santiago, Chile to Sydney, Australia, a straight 15-hour flight across the South Pacific.
Oh, I'm familiar with this one. Yeah, but the flight time on average these days is 13 hours and 40 minutes. And I've been on that flight, so I know it exists.
Pacific is expected, despite refueling options in either New Zealand or any island.
No, you don't need to refuel. Don't need it. These planes can fly the whole distance, no refueling.
And in the South Pacific, the flight stops all the way at Los Angeles to refuel before continuing south.
No, it doesn't go to Los Angeles to refuel. If you have to go to Los Angeles, you're taking two flights because that airline does not fly across the Southern Pacific. There are only two airlines that fly across the Southern Pacific, Qantas and LATAM. That's because of cabotage rules and whatever. So this is QF28 from Santiago to Sydney, average flight time 13:40. I took that flight on the 22nd of December, and the flight Sydney to Santiago in the opposite direction is shorter because of the jet streams and because of the globe. This flight only works on a globe, and the jet streams are proof of a rotating globe. So this average flight time is 12 hours and 4. So there's just over 1.5 hours flight difference on average. Those two flights, I took this flight on the 10th of December in 2024. And looking out the window, you can confirm that the flight takes the path as advertised on here.
...to its destination. As already stated, these detours make no sense on the globe.
As already stated, this is a complete load of bollocks. The flights, every flight makes sense on a globe. The distances match the speed and everything. But there's no calculations here about flat Earth distances and speeds and everything. They just draw a line on a map and hope for the best, and then tell lies about the globe.
But are explained and work perfectly well on the flat Earth.
No. Look at the distance of that. It can never work, right? That's way too far.
Map having the North Pole at the center. So investigate the subject for yourself and ask questions.
Indeed, do investigate the subject for yourself. Go a little bit more deeper than that. If you're a flat earther, realise that the flat earth is based on lies like this. You have to tell lies for the earth to be flat. And so definitely do ask questions and more importantly, listen to the answers. So thanks very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you can, donate to my GoFundMe. And we'll see you again in the next video.